Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I need to apologize for something right off the bat. I'm doing a historic haunting video of the White House. Normally I try to find a video or a backdrop, a picture that's relevant to the story that I'm doing. I'm having a computer issue and I couldn't find anything about the White House. I couldn't find any pictures of the White House to put here. So I put this one on. It's kind of generic, but it still kind of looks like the terrain around Virginia, around that area. So we're going to go with this one, okay? It's a historic haunting video of the White House. The history of the home of the President of the United States is well documented. From its initial construction and completion in 1800 to its burning by the British in 1814, through its rebuilding and subsequent use since then, the White House has seen the history of our nation with a front row seat. So rather than rather than rehash the history of the building, I thought I might just list the different paranormal activity which people have reported there. Here we go. William Wallace Lincoln, a 12-year-old son of Abraham and Mary Todd Lincoln, died of a typhoid-like illness in 1862. His spirit was the first one to be encountered, at least the first one that we know of, that somebody actually recorded. Not recorded as in, oh look, we got a video of it. But as in put down, oh look, we saw this spirit. His was the first one, William Wallace Lincoln. Edward Lincoln, 3-year-old son of Abraham Lincoln, has been reported many times. Apparently he died pretty close to there as well. I don't know if it was actually in the White House, but Alec, the Lincoln's brother, has also been reported multiple times. Now, again, I don't know if this guy died in the White House or not, but he's been reported there. Let me drink coffee. A young boy has been reportedly seen and felt on many occasions by staff and visitors. They don't know who the kid is, but he's there. He may actually predate the White House because of his attire. So it's possible he was playing in the area and something bad happened and nobody knew about it, and then they built the White House over it. We don't know. The ghostly or semi-transparent apparition of a woman in white has been seen along the top railing there above the stairwell. We don't know who it was, but she's been seen there many times. Okay, this is kind of a funny one. Somebody, and I don't recall who, ordered workmen to take out the rose garden in the back of the White House there. When the workmen showed up with their tools, their shovels, and what all to get rid of these roses, Dolly Madison is said to have shown up and protected her rose garden, because she's the one who put it there, from these workmen. She said to protect her rose garden from those who would remove it. And guess what? The rose garden is still there. So Dolly Madison is probably still there protecting her roses. Abraham Lincoln himself is said to visit certain dignitaries from time to time. There was a dignitary, I want to say he was from Africa, and there was a knock at his door at night. He went and opened the door, and Abraham Lincoln was there. So Abe is still making the rounds, apparently. The ghost of a British soldier, apparently lost and confused still in the War of 1812, apparently roams the halls. The War of 1812 was horrendous. That's where in 1814, they burned the White House down, the British did. It was like part 2 of the Revolutionary War. And apparently there's a British soldier still trying to figure out what he's supposed to do. So, staff and guests have reported lights turning on and off by themselves. They hear footsteps. They've heard a crying woman. Voices in unoccupied rooms. They also report feeling cold chills and being touched and pulled. Oddly enough, whenever anyone has reported being touched or pulled, it's never a malicious experience. It's always gentle and friendly, and somebody, pulling them this way to get them out of the hallway or whatever. It's not like somebody, the spirits aren't trying to hurt anyone. Well, unless you mess with Dolly Madison's roses, apparently. She got apparently quite irate. The occupants of the White House have seen our nation through some of the bloodiest periods in American history. That kind of experience is sure to leave emotional imprints on not only the people, but the location. And as I understand it, that's a big part of hauntings in general. Abraham Lincoln reportedly felt personally responsible for every death in the Civil War. Imagine going through eternity with that guilt on your conscience. I can see there being ghosts or spirits in the White House. I'm just saying. And I didn't realize it was so haunted until... this is a good story here. I try to do historic hauntings with relevance, with some sparks of truth to it. I was running out of really good stories. I couldn't find anything on the internet that had that backdrop of realism to it. You know what I'm saying? My wife and my son got me a bunch of books for Christmas that was research material specifically for these hauntings and for my UFO videos. God bless them. I love the hell out of them. They are absolutely wonderful. They're good to me, and I got no complaints. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.